Hello, my young explorers. Welcome back to our channel. I hope you all are doing well and enjoying with your studies. So, let's begin with the next topic in which we are going to study about the cursive letters. That is for the capital also and for the small letters also. So, jaldi se shuru karte hain. So, the very first letter that has been given to us is A for aeroplane, right? So let's see how we can make the cursive A for aeroplane. So it is very simple, just to make a slanting line, then a standing line and a curve like this. And it makes A for aeroplane. Once again, let's see A for aeroplane. Now let's move ahead. After that, we have small a, for which we are going to make a slanting line, then a curve, and then a half curve. So this is A for apple in the small cursive letters, right? Now let's move ahead. So the next alphabet is B. So let's see how to make B, and B stands for B. So as given in the dotted structure, simply we have to trace them, and this is how we make B for B. Now let's move to the small b, small cursive letter. As given in the dotted structure, we have to make a B. B for B. B for B. Moving ahead to the next letter. The next alphabet that we have is C, and C stands for cake. So let's see how to make a cursive C. A slanting line and then a semi-curve. Again, a slanting line and a semi-curve. Now, let's go with the small c. This is also the same but in a small structure, right? Next, C. Now, let's move to the next alphabet. So, the next alphabet is D, and D stands for doll. So, let's see how to make a D. In the dotted structure format, simply we are going to follow the dotted structure and we will learn to make the various alphabets. Now let's look at the small cursive letters. Just first of all, we are going to make a and then a line from here. So which makes D. Once again, D. Right? Moving ahead. So the next alphabet that we have is E. So let's see how to make E, and E stands for earth. So let's frame the line E. E for earth. Now let's go with the small one. Following the dotted structure, simply we are going to make E. Moving ahead. So the next alphabet that we have is F, and F stands for fruits. So let's see how to make F. F for fruits. F for fruits. Now simply move to the small one. So F for fish. F for fish. Moving ahead to the next one. So the next is G. G for guitar. Now let's go with the G for guitar. G for guitar. Now moving to the small cursive letter. So G for guitar. G for guitar. Right? Moving ahead. Next is H. H for house. Following the dotted structure, very easily we can make H for house. H for house. After that, H for house. H for house. Moving ahead. So the next alphabet is I. So I. So let's see. I stands for ice cream. Now let's make I in the capital form. I for ice cream. I for ice cream. Now let's move ahead to the small letters. Very simply going to follow the dotted pattern. I for ice cream. I for ice cream. Moving ahead to the next one. So the next letter is J. J for jug. So J for jug. J for jug. Moving to the small one. Let's make it J for jug. J for jug. After that, next one is the K. K for kite. Let's read kite. K for kite. K for kite. Moving ahead to the small letters. Let's begin with it. K for kite. K for kite. After that, L for lion. L for lion. L. L for lion. Moving ahead to the small one. Simply we are going to follow the dotted pattern. L for lion. Moving to the next alphabet. We have M for mosquito. So let's draw M for mosquito. M for mosquito. Right? Moving ahead to the small m. Let's make it very easily. M for mosquito. M for mosquito. Next letter. N for nest. So let's make N now. N for nest. N for nest. Moving ahead to the small letters. N for nest. N for nest. After that, O for octopus. So let's make O now. O for octopus. O for octopus. Moving ahead to the small one. O for octopus. O for octopus. After that, the next is P for pen. So let's make it P for pen. P for pen. After that, the next is small one, P for pen. P for pen. Moving ahead to the next one. Q for queen. So let's make Q for queen. Q for queen. Moving ahead to the small one. Let's make it very quickly. Q for queen. Q for queen. Moving ahead. R for rocket. Let's learn R for rocket. R for rocket. Moving ahead to the small one now. R for rocket. R for rocket. Next one, S for snail. So, S for snail. S for snail. Moving ahead to the small s. S for snail. S for snail. After that, the next letter is T for tiger. So let's see how to make T for tiger. T for tiger. T for tiger. Moving to the small one. T for tiger. T for tiger. U for uniform. Let's make U. U for uniform. U for uniform. Let's move to the small one. U for uniform. U for uniform. Next, V. V for vegetables. So, let's make V. V for vegetables. V for vegetables. After that, V for vegetables. V for vegetables. Moving ahead, W. So, W for water. Let's make W. W for water. W for water. Moving ahead to the small one. W for water. W for water. X. X for Xmas tree. Let's make X. X for Xmas tree. X for Xmas tree. Moving to the small one. X for Xmas tree. X for Xmas tree. Next one. The next is Y for yarn. So let's make Y. Y for yarn. Y for yarn. Moving to the small one. Y for yarn. Y for yarn. After that, Z for zoo. So let's make Z. Z for zoo. Z for zoo. Moving to the small one. Z for zoo. Z for zoo. So all these were the alphabets that we practiced how to make them cursively in the small as well as capital letters. Now moving ahead. So now we have some more words that we have to join and learn them to write. So as we can see, C-A-P, cap, right? So let's learn how to write C, A and P. That makes cap. Next is B-double-O-K, book. B-double-O-K, book. S-H-I-P, ship. S-H-I-P, ship. J-U-G, jug. Moving ahead. So the next is tree. So T-R-E-E, tree. B-O-A-T, boat. B-O-A-T, boat. G-I-R-L, girl. G-I-R-L, girl. N-O-S-E, nose. N-O-S-E, nose. Next, B-E-L-L, bell. So let's write B-E-L-L, bell. K-I-T-E, kite. K-I-T-E, kite. B-U-S, bus. B-U-S, bus. S-U-N, sun. S-U-N, sun. Moving ahead. R-A-T, rat. R-A-T, rat. T-O-P, top. So T-O-P, top. C-A-K-E, cake. C-A-K-E, cake. M-U-G, mug. M-U-G, mug. After that, so this is how we learned that we are able to make the words by joining them and writing them together, right? After that, moving ahead, next we have the capital letters. There is the practice sheet given for you. You all can practice these letters by tracing them, and after that you are going to make them on your own. That will improve your writing skills. Moving ahead, now we have letters you already know, that are the cursive letters in the small form. So as you can see, you can trace the letters in the above area and in the downward area. You can write them by yourself, improving your skills. Moving ahead. So now we have the trace, read and write for the cursive small letters. So how we are going to write? A, A, B by joining them, right? A, C, A,